Yesterday, we warned you about the enormous rate hike being sought by Enbridge Gas, but that's not the only bill that's set to go through the roof. Live to Shauna Hunt, who says we're going to be nickeled and dimed to death, and it looks like the Polar Vortex may be to blame. Shauna.
Well, hey, Gord, and you may be feeling just as bitter as this ice-cold winter when you start opening up those bills. Your house, your car, your hydro will be costing more in the coming months, and some of these hikes are being blamed on extreme weather.
I can afford to pay it. What can I say?
A triple whammy could be hitting us financially as natural gas, insurance, and hydro are heading for rate hikes. Right now, Enbridge Gas is pushing for a whopping 40% increase and is blaming the Polar Vortex for blasting through its supply. This would cost the average customer about $400 more a year. And for those like Alex who live on fixed incomes, every single penny counts.
If it goes another 40%, it's going to be over 200 every time.
Right.
With only the pension, I can afford to keep.
Not enough the pension.
Yeah, I can't afford to keep a house anymore.
Well, it sounds like we'll be reminded of this long, cold, bitter winter every time we pull out our wallets, as weather has been very damaging on our cars as well as our homes. And Intact Financial, one of the country's largest insurance companies, is anticipating that premiums could skyrocket by up to 20%.
The fact is that 25% or a quarter of Canadians are house poor. Couple that with the increase we've seen in involuntary part-time work in Ontario, along with the increase in long-term unemployment, and there's a huge group of people in Ontario who can't afford these increases at all.
This season, Toronto police have seen a record number of car crashes, and broken pipes have been flooding homes. The Insurance Bureau of Canada says extreme weather is becoming a trend that continues to jack up prices. Starting in May, Toronto Hydro will be passing on what it calls a modest hike. It will add about $1 to every bill.
Their rates of salary increases or wages do not go up much.
We can do a lot of things with the money, They need the clothes, they need to go to school, they need everything,
Alex, who has lived in this home for 35 years, says he just couldn't handle a trifecta of increases and tells me he'll have to make cuts somewhere.
You know what I plan to do? Not to have insurance anymore in my house because I can afford to pay.
Yeah, but you also need insurance.
I need insurance, but if you don't have to pay, if you don't have money to pay, what are you going to do?
Now, the 40% increase on natural gas still has to be approved by the Ontario Energy Board. If that happens, the increase will kick in on April 1st. Live in the Square, I'm Shauna Hunt. Gord, I'll throw it back to you.